In the first stanza, she describes about our Casuarina tree. How does Casuarina tree looks? In the second stanza, she described about a delightful incident which she saw out of the casement. What did she see? She saw baboon, kogilas, all those things, and especially flowers which are in a crimson color. That's what we saw in the second stanza. What did we see in the third stanza? We saw our emotion, our feelings about our Casuarina tree. She expressed about her deep feelings in this particular stanza, in the third stanza. And now let's move on to the stanza 4. Unknown yet well known to the eye of faith. Ha! I have heard that wail far, far away, in distant lands by many a sheltered bay, when slumbered in his cave the water wraith, and waves gently kissed the classic shore of France or Italy beneath the moon, when earth lay tranced in a dreamless swoon, and every time the music rose before mine inner vision rose a form sublime, thy form, O tree, as in my happy prime, I saw thee in my own loud native clime. Yet another beautiful stanza, this fourth stanza, again she expresses her own feelings with our Casuarina tree. Now she says our Casuarina tree is unknown to many, yet well known to the eye of faith. Here eye of faith refers to the people who have believed that still our Casuarina tree is alive. She says unknown, yet there are people, those who do not know about Casuarina tree, but yet well known to the eye of faith. Still people believe that it is well known to the people who believe that still Casuarina tree is alive. Next, I have heard that wail far, far away. What do you mean by wail? Wail means cry. In the third stanza itself, we discussed that our Casuarina tree lamented. Why did our Casuarina tree lament? Because she is in France and the tree is in India. They have so much of distance that they could not meet each other, play each other. Now she and the tree want to meet together, but it cannot happen due to the distance. So our Casuarina tree laments. So how did she know that the tree laments? She compares that particular laments with the sea. Sea waves come and hit the rock. Out of that rock the sound comes out. So she compares the laments with the seashore, the waves which hits the rock. In the same way she says, I have heard the wail far, far away, in distant lands by many a sheltered bay. So I heard the cry in distant lands. What is distant lands? Very far away place. Already I told you she is in France and the tree is in India. So it is very much, it has so much of distance, thousands and thousands mile away. So in between there are many a sheltered bay. What do you mean by bay? It is a water body which has a three quarter water and one part is as a land. So in that the people sheltered in that bay. So there are many bay in between France and India. So when slumbered in his cave the water wraith. What do you mean by wraith? Wraith means apparition, which means a ghost like. We can take ghost, evil or God. Now here we shall take God, water God. So when slumbered in his cave, the water God. What do you mean by slumbered? Slumbered means state of sleep. So who is sleeping here? The water God is sleeping there. Where? In his cave. So near the sea there is a cave. The water God is in the cave. Just it goes and comes in the wave. And waves gently kissed the classic shore. So kissed waves. So the waves which comes from the sea and hits the classic shore they say that particular action, she says that like a kissing. Human only can kiss, isn't it? But she personifies the waves and says, waves kiss the classic shore. Where is the shore? Of France or Italy. So she says the sea is in France or Italy beneath the moon. So where? In France or Italy beneath the moon. What do you mean by beneath? Beneath means below the moon. When earth lay tranced in a dreamless swoon. What do you mean by tranced? Tranced means a dreamy condition, off conscious. What do you mean by off consciousness? So the earth lay off consciousness. Dreamy condition. Where? In a dreamless swoon. What do you mean by swoon? Swoon means faint. In a like almost sleepy condition. So earth is laid tranced. So the earth is so in dreamy condition where there is no, cannot be dreamed. Okay. In every time the music rose. So every time the waves hit the classic shore, there is a music comes from the waves. Before mine inner vision rose a form sublime. So whenever I hear the music which come out of the shore, when the waves hit the shore, I hear music. That music, inner vision, that rose the inner vision. All the images, all the vision, whatever is about a Casuarina tree is rose. How? A form of sublime. What do you mean by form? Sublime. Sublime means glorious. In grand manner, the images comes out of Thoradat images. Thoradat mind. Thy form, O tree, as in my happy prime. What do you mean by prime? Prime means engage, childhood age. Okay. So now thy form, thy means what? Your form. Your refers to Casuarina tree. O tree. Now you see tree. T is here personified here as in my happy prime. Now what she says, I imagine you when I saw you, when I played with you. In my childhood days, that particular time is very happy prime. I saw thee, thee means you. I saw you in my own loved native clime. What do you mean by clime? Clime means particular region. So where she lived, our Casuarina tree was there. So whenever she saw, thee means you. So I saw you in my own loved native. I saw you, the loved native means what? The place which she loved so much. It is India. So now here what she tries to say in the last 4 lines, whenever the waves hit the shore, I hear a music. That particular music rose the inner vision. Whatever the images I had gathered in my childhood days, rose in a grand manner, and I give you a form. That image came when I played with you during childhood days. And where are you? You are in my own loved native. So that was she says in the 4th stanza. Let's move on to the 5th stanza. Therefore I fain would consecrate a lay unto thy honor, tree beloved of those who now in blessed sleep for I repose. Dearer than life to me, alas, where they? Mayst thou be numbered when my days are done, with deathless trees like those in Borrowdale, under whose awful branches lingered pale, fear trembling hope, and death the skeleton, and time the shadow, and though weak the verse, that would thy beauty fain, oh, fain rehearse. May love defend thee from oblivion's curse. This is the end of the stanza, end of the poem. Now she concludes and she wants Casuarina tree to be holy, to remain forever. That's what her wish. In the first line, therefore I fain. Fain means eagerly. What she is eagerly about? Eagerly means very interested. She is very much interested in what? Consecrating. Consecrate means make holy. So, consecrating Casuarina tree. Lay means amateur. Amateur means lover. Now, who is the lover here? Casuarina tree is the lover of Thoradat. She wants to consecrate Casuarina tree so that it may remain forever. So, in Christianity, there is a ceremony called saint, making a saint. First they will bless, then they will make into, then the next step is to make saint. That means to make holy. A person, one will live a perfect life who helped the people. They were in Christianity, they will make him or her a holy person, a saint person. So when they make him or her holy or saint, they remain forever. People remember them forever. They pray to the saint. So their name and fame remain forever. So in the same case, Thoradat wants Casuarina tree to be consecrated, to be made holy so that the tree may live forever. Unto thy honor. Why she wants to make holy? Because to thy honor. Thy means your. So here she wants the tree to be holy because in order to honor the tree, she wants to make the tree holy. Tree beloved of those, because the tree is very much beloved to Thoradat, who now in blessed sleep, for I sleep. What do you mean by I? I means always, ever. Okay. Who are these beloved those? Beloved those are now in blessed in sleep. So here this those refers to Thoradat siblings, relatives, friends, those who played under this Casuarina tree and enjoyed their life in childhood days. Now she wants to make this tree holy because blessed sleep, blessed sleep means those who died. Repose means sleep. Okay. So those who slept for, those who slept for a long time, for their sake she wants to make Casuarina tree as holy. Dearer than life to me. What is dearer? Tree is dearer than life to me, she says. Okay. See, more than life, tree is very much dearer to me. Alas, where they? She says. What do you mean by alas? Alas is the expression of sadness, expressing sadness. Okay. Now she says, the tree is very much dearer to me than my life. Mayst thou be numbered when my days are done. What do you mean by mayst? Mayst means may. Thou means you. You refers to what? Casuarina tree. So mayst thou be numbered when my days are done with deathless trees like those in Borrowdale. What do you mean by Borrowdale? First we must know the meaning of Borrowdale. This Borrowdale is a valley in England. Okay. Now here she wants to make a perfect tree as Wordsworth made in his poem. Okay. So Wordsworth is a natural poet, we know all this. So in his poem he took particular tree, yew tree, Y-E-W. So this yew tree, he made this yew tree in his poem holy, so that people remember forever. He wants to immortalize the tree yew tree. Wordsworth wants to immortalize the tree yew. In the same way, Thoradat also wants to make Casuarina tree immortalized, which means the tree which is in Borrowdale are very famous, they stayed for long. In the same way, mayst you, mayst means may. So may you be numbered among the one of the trees which has no death. That means a deathless tree. How can a tree be deathless? When it is written on the verse, it cannot die, isn't it? A tree may die, but when we write in a poem, it never dies. In the same way, how Wordsworth made yew tree immortalized in his poem, Thoradhat wants to make Casuarina tree immortalized in her poem. That's why she says, you be numbered, you be one of the trees among the deathless trees in Borrowdale, under whose half-full branches lingered pale. What do you mean by lingered? Lingered means remained. So under whose half-full means very terrible, very dreadful branches, because the branches are very old, very terrible. Okay, so that particular branch is very awful, terrible branches remained for a long time through my poems, he says. Fear, trembling, hope, trembling, and death and skeleton, and time the shadow, and though weak words, she says, though my words are weak, but the tree remains forever in my poem. So fear means we know it, yes, trembling hope, the hope is very trembling, very shaking hope, and death is there for all. The skeleton means the very bone, mere bone, and the time shadow, only the time can say the tree is forever, the tree is immortalized, that is the time only can say. Though my words are weak, but the tree will remain immortalized in my poem, as the yew tree remained immortal in Wordsworth's poem. In the last two lines she concludes that, would thy beauty fain, oh fain rehearse. Thy beauty means your beauty fain. So I am very eager to see your beauty, oh fain rehearse, repeat. I am very much eager to repeat your beauty. I am very much eager to repeat my memories in this poem, she says. May love defend thee from oblivion's curse. What do you mean by oblivion? Oblivion means forgetfulness. See, as a human, we all forget, isn't it? But she does not want to have this curse. This curse means what? Okay, that is a fate, that everybody will forget a particular thing or incident after many years. But here she wants to save this Casuarina tree from oblivion's curse, that is forgetfulness curse. What will defend? May love defend thee. Thee means you. Our love will defend your forgetfulness. Okay, you understand how the Casuarina tree will never be forgotten, because our love remains in this poem for Casuarina tree, she says. So very beautiful conclusion she gives, that is, she wants to make holy the Casuarina tree. Why she wants to make? Because of the people, those who blessed in sleep, those who died, those who played under this Casuarina tree died. For them she wants to make holy this Casuarina tree. And more than her life, this tree is very much dearer, and she wants to be the one among the tree which numbered deathless, which are in Borrowdale, which Wordsworth expresses in his poem the yew tree. She wants the same in case Casuarina tree. So in the last two lines, she wants the trees to remain forever. She wants the people to remember Casuarina tree forever. That's the reason now we are dealing with this Casuarina tree. Since she has written in words, we remember. So now itself it defended the oblivion's curse. Okay, so I hope you have understood this poem. My dear students, I hope this poem enriched you very much. I have tried my level best to make you enjoy with Thoradhat. I hope I have shared her emotions with you, as she shared her emotion in this poem, our Casuarina tree. Okay, so let me summarize once. In the first stanza, she describes about the tree. In the second stanza, she describes an incident which she saw out of the her casement. In the third stanza, we saw her emotionally attachment with our Casuarina tree. In that particular emotion continued in the fourth stanza, and we saw that there is a emotionally connection between our Casuarina tree and Thoradat. Even though they are in far countries, they both were together with the music of lament of the Casuarina tree. In the last stanza, she concludes she wants to make Casuarina tree a holy one, so that people will remain forever and ever. Now, I want you to recall your memories with Casuarina tree. As Thoradat expressed her own memories in this poem, I urge you to recall your own childhood days with a tree which you loved most. Write a poem or description or essay format. In any one of the format, please write and come. When you come to class, I will give you a prize for the best writing of the memory which you shared in your writings. The writings may be an essay, it may be a poem, or it may be a short description. Anything, in any format you can express your memories as our Thoradat expressed in this poem, our Casuarina tree. So I hope you have understood. I made you enjoy with this poem. Thank you very much.